Hey, this is Neil. In this video I want to do a quick run through on how to install a new theme that might be too large to be installed via the back end of your WordPress website. So I've got a great new theme I'm really excited about trying out here on this website, and I'm going to need to install it outside of the normal process. Normally we would come to Appearance and then go to Themes, and then you can see the default themes that come. Typically you would either press Add New, and then you could upload a theme if you had one, which I do, that has been downloaded. The problem is with this particular theme that I'm going to be installing, it's 66 megabytes, and my hosting account doesn't allow me to upload files that are that large. So we're going to have to find another way to get this theme loaded into the back end of our WordPress website. And the way that we're going to do that is by going into the Cpanel, and we're going to use the File Manager tool in Cpanel to upload the file to the back end, and then we'll go back around and install it from the front end. So here we go. Obviously I'm already logged into my Cpanel here. You can disregard the name here. This is a hosting account, which if you saw the other hosting videos, we use one hosting account can host multiple websites. And so this is actually not even an active website that we have. So anyhow, what I'm looking for is the File Manager. Now you may want to note that not all Cpanels are laid out the same, so it might be the case that you don't have the Files section at the very top of your Cpanel. So you may have to scroll down the page a little bit until you can find the section for Files, and then we're going to click on File Manager. I'm going to leave all these just as they are. I don't need to change anything right now. We'll find it when we get inside. So I'm going to click Go. That opens up a new window. Now again, if you watched the earlier video on Cpanel hosting accounts, you'll know that if you have multiple websites hosted under the same hosting account, this is a shared hosting account, so just kind of a basic entry-level hosting package, but I always get the one that allows me to have virtually unlimited websites to be hosted under the same account. So we've got a couple of websites that are actually installed here, and the one we're going to be looking at today is this one for, let me go back home here, is for the, for the Website Business Blueprint. Alright, so we're going to look at the Website Business Blueprint, and where we want to go to upload a theme is into the WP Content folder. And I'll double click on that, and you can see there's a folder in there for themes. So I'll double click to go in there, and you can see these are the folders for each of those default themes that were installed. If I go back to themes, so you have 2014, 2015, and 2016, and those obviously correspond, so we know that we're in the right place. So what I want to do here is upload the zip file. Remember, anytime you upload files, or at least themes and plugins to the back end of a website, it has to be in a zip file. So I'm going to take that zip file that we looked at earlier. So I'm going to click on Upload here, and I'm going to go and grab my file. Now this opens up another new window where you can then click Choose Your File and go and find the file. Since I have it here in the side window, I'm just going to bring it over and drag that, that theme zip file onto there, and you can see it automatically starts beginning the upload here. So we'll see how long it takes to upload, obviously depending on your internet speed. So there it is, the 63 megabyte file has been uploaded. So when that's done, it'll say complete, and it just stays there. Remember, this doesn't go away or anything. It stays as a reminder that the file is now complete. The upload is complete. So I'm going to click here. What this will do is just really close that window, bring me back here, and you can see now we have the zip file for the theme that's uploaded. So let's go back into the back end of our WordPress website, and I'm going to refresh the appearances, and you can see that it's still not showing up here. And the reason for that is when you upload a theme, you're going to have to unzip it while you're still inside the File Manager. So back to the File Manager, click on that zip file, and there is a link here for extract. We'll click on extract, and it's going to ask me where I want to extract this file to. Generally, it's going to give you the right place, assuming you've got it located, assuming the zip file is in the right spot, which we know it is. It's going to upload to, again, the website.com, the WP content, and themes folder. So that's exactly right. That's where we want it to unzip. I'll click on extract files. Okay, it's going to tell me all the files that it has extracted, which are many. I'm going to close that window, and now it doesn't look like anything has changed here. What I'll have to do is refresh the page, and we do that by clicking that reload button. Now you can see we have a theme folder for the theme Rocket Builder, which is a great new theme that's put out by Peter Beattie. Really good stuff. So we're going to use that to build now. Now that I have this unzipped file, just as a matter of kind of good file keeping, good housekeeping, I don't need to keep this zip file in here anymore. What's going to happen is that's going to add 63 megabytes to my daily backups that are going to be stored usually on-site and off-site. Hopefully you should have a good backup plan that makes sure you're getting those things backed up. But this unnecessarily adds a big chunk of information or a big chunk of memory that I don't really need. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the zip file. Once it's been extracted, you can delete it. So again, just make sure it's highlighted, which it is in blue, and up here I'll click on delete. It's going to ask me if I want. It'll store trash files for a while inside your Cpanel hosting account. I don't need it to take up that memory. Ultimately, you do have a fixed amount of memory you can use in your hosting package. So we don't need that here anymore on the site or anywhere in the hosting account. So I'm just going to skip the trash and permanently delete this. Click trash, and now it's gone. Okay, so now let's go back here to the back end of our WordPress website. We're going to click on themes just to refresh this page again. And now you can see we have the theme that is available. So now the theme is installed on our site, but you can see it's still not activated. It tells us that the currently active theme is 2016. That's easy enough to remedy. We're just going to click on it. You can read about it, learn more if you'd like. You can even do a live preview of what your website might look like once that theme has been installed. Since this is a brand new fresh WordPress website, there's not a whole lot yet that's exciting to look at. I can click activate here, or again I can go back here to where the appearance themes are. We're going to go ahead and click activate on that theme. There you go. Now it's important to notice and look for any required plugins that are needed for this theme. So it has some plugins that are required, Contact Form and Slider Revolution, as well as some additional recommended plugins. All I'm going to have to do here is click on the Begin Installing Plugins. That brings us to a page. A little warning, please activate necessary plugins only. These are all very simple, with the exception maybe of Slider Revolution, which is actually a really very advanced plugin that builds really nice sliders. So you'll really like that if you get these themes. All I'm going to do is I'm going to check up here to select all of these, and under the bulk actions I'm going to change that to install because I want it to go ahead and install all of those plugins. I'll click apply, and then it'll go to work for a little while. And so this may take anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes depending on obviously the size of each of these plugins that has to be installed. So I'm going to pause while those install. Okay, all the plugins are now installed. That really only took about maybe 2 minutes at most, so it was very, very quick to get it all done. There we can return to the required plugins installer, but we know that those are all done. So really let's go back just to our themes page, and let's look again at activating now. Interesting. Oh, I know why. Because we simply installed those plugins, but they weren't actually activated. So now you can see they don't have install underneath them. They all say activate underneath them. So again, I'm going to highlight all of them, and under bulk actions now we have an option to activate. And so let's go ahead and apply that to all of those plugins, and it will go ahead and activate all of them as well, which should be really the last step of the process. So I'll pause while those activate. Again, probably takes 1 to 2 minutes total to activate them. Okay, no sooner had I hit the pause button there than it said that they were all activated. It was less than 30 seconds to activate them all. So we can see here all the plugins were successfully activated. So now let's go back to our themes page, and that message should be gone from the top. Now we have an offer to activate the Revolution slider to get updates and premium support. I encourage you to take a look at that actually, because the Revolution slider is really a good, a great slider tool, one of the best really on the market. You can really do some powerful things. So you may want to think about activating or buying the support package on that. You will see now that we've added actually a lot of additional menus to the menu bar over here. That is simply all of the plugins that came with the theme, as well as some of the themes files. So we're all now set up and ready to go. Just as kind of a last business order, this was before we had installed any of the themes or the plugins. I'm simply going to refresh the front end of the website, and you can see we have a little bit of a different look and feel. Obviously we haven't really set up any of the settings or any of the theme files or the setup for that. So still just a very plain site, but you can clearly tell there's a difference from the stock site, and you can see now the Rocket Builder logo, meaning we've installed the theme correctly. So now we're ready to dive into the website and start building. So I'm going to cut this video there. I hope that's helpful to you. So anytime you run into either a plugin or a theme that's too large to upload by the standard ways that the back-end WordPress editor offers, that's a great way to jump into your Cpanel, go to the file manager, upload the file, extract them, and you're good to go. Thanks. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.